Thank you so much for the incredible opportunity to be with you and to relive what clearly to me is one of the highlights of my life, and that was the week that I was able to spend with the United States Senate Youth Program back all the way in 1993. Serene asked me yesterday what I believed was that one moment that led me to public service, and I said, "You're here. This is it."
The United States Senate Youth Program is an extremely important investment in America's future.
The Senate Youth Program is a fabulous opportunity for young people to come to Washington
and introduce them to the process of public service, have them exposed to how our government works, and hopefully send them home with an interest in pursuing those careers.
Good leaders will make America a better place, and this program really inspires students to become good leaders, honest leaders, sincere leaders.
It's my first time in Washington, D.C. You know, I've always been binded by those socioeconomic boundaries, living in New Mexico and not being able to travel. So I think, being given this opportunity by the Hearst Foundation to be able to, pay for the costs, pay for the travel, and pay for a scholarship is amazing.
From my little town of Colorado, I graduated with 67 kids in my high school class. And to come to Washington, D.C. on my own, flying on my own for the first time, to have the kinds of conversations about things that we're interested in, was a life-changing experience.
I think there is much too little effort to get our best and brightest into the arena. What gets me excited about the Senate Youth Program is that I think we're doing our part to prepare people for public service in a positive and constructive way.
I'm William Hearst III. My grandfather started this company. I'm kind of sad in some ways that my grandfather didn't get a chance to see it. I think he would be enormously excited about it because I think he believed in education and he believed in risk-taking and he believed in the future.
If you want to change the world, in my opinion, you start with education.
That's the currency of this program.
Education is the great equalizer. No matter where you've come from, what your background is, it's the greatest equalizer you're ever going to have.
Seeing a program like this, it shows you the power of education.
Education has kind of always been the basis of what makes America great, and I think it's something that we need to continue to focus on to continue to be great.
If you're here because you're expecting to get something from being here, then you're here for the wrong reason. You should be here because you want a way to give back, because you care about the world, you care about the issues, and you care about giving back.
My grandmother had a famous saying, and she said, remember this, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. Anytime a person puts a uniform on, you basically put that uniform on to take a bullet for me. You're saying, I'm going to protect you. That's how special men and women in uniform in America are.
The Department of Defense, since the beginning of the program, has lent the program approximately 15 to 17 competitively selected military officers who serve as our very elite chaperones for the week, and they guide and mentor the students.
Experiencing the level of care and desire for change with the students within this program, it shows me that there is hope for our future. We will be in good hands.
The amount of things the Hearst Foundation has provided for us blew my expectations out of the water. Every day I'm just reminded of how thankful I am to have been able to get the chance to hear amazing speakers, go to places that I'll probably never be able to go to, eat next to the Constitution. The funding they put to this and the amount of hope and trust they have in us to be the future leaders. This program definitely changed my life, and I haven't even left it yet.
Part of what we have faith in is tomorrow. And this is one of the best investments we can make. Having these students here, get a first-hand look at government, get a first-hand look at taking some of the chatterbox and really isolating it, formulating their own opinions. You can't get a better experience than that.
Throughout the week, they take one big step right onto the Senate floor or right into the White House. And I think that what comes out of that is the realization that they're just one step away from their dreams and from their ambitions.
Most influential during the week for me was a meeting with the legendary senator from Maine, Margaret Chase Smith. And although I didn't know it at the time, I believe that meeting was the first step in my journey to the United States Senate.
The night of the Senate reception, you can just see the excitement and the intensity waiting for their senator's name to be called. And then the military mentor goes over and he escorts these two kids, and to see their faces beam and those eyes, you got to see it to believe it.
The chance to see all these different things, and even, George Washington's home, Mount Vernon. Our Constitution is astonishing. Without George Washington, this thing would never have worked. The chance of seeing and experiencing and talking, and also the chance of being with another group of nerds like me, people that really think this stuff is important, and guess what it is.
Our world, our country is shaped by our leaders. People make a difference. At various times in our history, our country needed a leader, and we got one. So investing in the future leaders of the country, I can't imagine a more important thing to do.
I know that next generation of House members, Senate members, cabinet members, vice presidents, and yes, presidents are amongst us right here. We're counting on you to achieve great things for this nation.
You're the hope of the world, you all right here. This is your generation. The greatest injustice you will do to yourself is to not do anything. I hope you use that. I hope you take that with you and you grab and seize the moment. The opportunity has been given to you. Someone chose you. Someone saw something in you. Now you got to show them it was worth it. They made the best investment they possibly could.